If you are searching the market for the best phones under 10,000, chances are you will end up with a plethora of capable options for various use cases. As the technology becomes more affordable with every passing month, features like dual and even quad rear cameras, full HD plus display, and fingerprint sensor started making their way to best mobiles under 10,000 is. Also, the increase in battery size means that users don't have to charge their phones very often. Many of the best phones under 10,000 also offer fast charging, so users can top up their phones in a pinch. In this list, you will find some of the best smartphones under 10,000, which includes brands like Realme, Motorola, and others. Welcome to 5 Best Shot. The Nazro 38 tips the scales at 207 grams and is noticeably heavy since packs in a big 6000 mAh battery. You get a 18-watt charger, which is a neat addition. You get a more powerful MediaTek Helio G85 gaming processor. The Realme Nazro 38 gets a decently big 6.5-inch display with a 20:9 aspect ratio. The Realme Nazro 30A sports a 13-megapixel primary camera and a monochrome portrait camera with an unspecified resolution. At the front, it has an 8-megapixel camera for selfies. The rear camera performance was average in most shooting conditions, but the phone did deliver good selfies. An affordable smartphone from the Motorola E series, the Moto E7 Plus, offers some good hardware while delivering clean software. The Moto E7 Plus sports a 6.5-inch display with a dewdrop notch that houses the selfie camera. It has a tall display with a new 29 aspect ratio. The Motorola Moto E7 Plus is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 460 SoC. It is an octa-core processor that is paired with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. The Moto E7 Plus has a dual camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary camera and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. It delivers good camera performance in daylight, but the performance is average in low light. The dedicated light mode does a much better job in low light. The Moto E7 Plus packs in a 5000 mAh battery and has a micro USB port. It does not have support for fast charging and gets a 10W charger in the box, which is slow to charge the phone completely. Motorola ships the phone with Android 10 with its custom MyUX UI on top. The UI is very minimalistic and has only useful features loaded on top. There are no preloaded apps, which makes the user experience better. The Realme Nazro 10 is largely a cosmetic update to the Realme C3, which isn't a bad thing at all, as that model has performed very well in our tests. The Nazro 10 adds a fingerprint sensor, which takes care of one of our biggest complaints with the C3, as well as a macro camera on the rear, which is fun to use, but not very practical. Performance is excellent thanks to the MediaTek Helio G70 processor, and you can get a decent enough gaming experience, even with today's heavy games. The cameras are just about average, but quality dips a lot in low light. Battery life is excellent, and we could get 2 full days of casual usage out of a single charge. This phone is available in So White and So Blue, with a gigantic Realme logo emblazoned across the back. Only one configuration is available, with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage. Realme C3 is a budget smartphone from Realme, and it sports a sunrise design. The company offers the phone in 2 colors, frozen blue and blazing red. It has a big display that measures 6.5 inches and has a 29 aspect ratio. The Realme C3 sports a 5000 mAh battery, which is a highlight for this smartphone. This is also the reason why it is a tad heavy at 195 grams. The Realme C3 is powered by a MediaTek Helio G70 SoC and comes in 2 variants. The base variant has 3 GB RAM and 32 GB of storage, while the other variant has 4 GB RAM and 64 GB of storage. It is a dual SIM device with support for 4G, as well as Volt on both SIM slots. It runs Realme UI 1.0 on top of Android 10. It sports a dual camera setup at the back with a 12-megapixel primary camera and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. It clicks decent photos, but low light could do with some improvements. There's usually nothing iconic or path-breaking about budget smartphones, and the Realme C25 makes no attempt to break that mold. It offers a sturdy plastic connectivity that's chubby, yet easy to grip. As with every budget smartphone, there is a bit of giving and take. What the Realme C25 gains in terms of processing power with the MediaTek Helio G70 processor, it also loses by not having an ultra-wide-angle camera like its predecessor, the Realme C15. battery life is stellar, but that's also something that most smartphones in this segment already offer. Camera performance is passable and seems good enough for a phone that is meant to cater to those who simply want to run apps and get their day-to-day work done. All in all, the Realme C25 will appeal to those who are on a tight budget and who want battery performance over everything else.